So Kenobi started kind of interestingly. I was working with Jamie on another project, and kind of out of the blue, he mentions to me one day, I'm thinking about telling the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Jamie's also a very big Star Wars fan, and knows a lot about the prehistory of Kenobi and everything Star Wars, far more than even I knew. And so it was a really good opportunity. I had to say yes. I had to do this project.
You will be a Jedi, I promise.
Kenobi, think about what he's been through. Everything he believed in fell apart. He was forced to kill someone he considered a brother.
You were the chosen one!
I can't even imagine having to do that to someone that you were that close to. And to make it worse, he's tasked with taking the son of the man he had to kill and bring him to aunt and uncle and then protect him. Like, Jamie and I had long conversations about what Kenobi was probably thinking when he's sitting on that hillside, looking down on little Luke running around, getting older, learning how to talk, taking his first steps. We just imagined him looking for any sort of sign that he was going to turn out like his dad.
Where the two suns are right now, this is about a little after noon. And we're about to go back to Tatooine. We have a great pilot. He gets us there pretty quick. We're about to go to Kenobi's dwellings and hang out with he and Owen and see what they're up to and what they're having problems with.
It didn't take much on set once we were on location to this is what's going on, and Jamie would be right there and we'd be right into it. And it was a wonderful experience because it took almost no coaching. It took no time for Jamie to get into character. He knew exactly where to go the minute those cameras rolled.
All right, so this is Kenobi's bed where he has set up his sleeping quarters. Down there is going to be where the chest that holds all the lightsaber, or the lightsaber, and other things that he doesn't really look at very much.
Owen, no one knows I'm here.
Kenobi's cave, he's got all kinds of special things that help him see. Like these candles.
We all have black on our face from getting the black lung from a mining cave at Kenobi's.
All right, guys, let's go.
We have these sand people that are in the background. About an inch away from their eyes are these little telescoping things, and they are standing there at night on a cliff edge in the middle of the desert with wind machines blowing and trying to swing their sticks around and walk. It was extraordinarily difficult. The second location that we went to was called Chona Pinnacles, and it was this area that I couldn't believe it when I saw it. It really looks otherworldly. And I was shocked. I've never seen it in any other films.
So today we're going to map out our fight sequence when we finally get to see Kenobi and the gang in action.
I'm gonna give you a cup. I'll give you my cup. After our big entrance, we're having our little dialogue scene here between Legion. Luke is discovered by our trooper here. Don't hurt him. He's just a child.
It looked like something out of another planet. Anywhere you pointed the camera, anywhere you turned your head, these really awesome spires would be sticking up into the sky.
So this is Danny.
Hey, how's it going?
Executive producer.
All right.
So what does Star Wars mean to you?
It's my childhood, man. I was born in '79, so I had 7 older brothers who kind of indoctrinated me into it and carried it through high school and college when it wasn't cool to be a Star Wars fan. like it is now with Marvel and Star Wars and Game of Thrones.
So you love Star Wars?
Yeah, man.
We got Jamie Costa here now with executive producer Danny Paykoff. I am so excited.
On this show, you guys were kind enough to bring me on.
Yeah.
Without that, we would have never got this thing to the level of production that it is without Danny Paykoff.
And I mean, I'm obviously biased because I just think that this short film is way above what my expectations were.
Mm-hmm.
And that would not have happened if it wasn't for you guys doing that show, straight up. So
thank you.
It's cool.
It was an incredible spot, just an incredible place. You know, we anticipated there would be some problems. We didn't know what kinds of problems, but boy, did we get them.
We're trying to get to set location today, but unfortunately, we're at a standstill.
So on the very first day of filming, we got stuck in traffic coming out.
A little bit bumpy.
Day one, we had this incredible windstorm kick up. It was so strong and so powerful that we couldn't record dialogue. In some of the shots, like for example, when Baru goes, "Stormtroopers," that was shot on that first day. It's one line of dialogue that we were literally waiting for the wind gust to die down. So they'd be like, "Action!" Boom, and we'd do it, and then we got the shot. Day two, the weather thankfully calmed down.
Hello there, I'm James Arnold Taylor. I play Legis in the Kenobi fan film. Now, one thing you may not know is Legis and Obi-Wan are connected in more ways than one, because I am also the voice of that guy, Obi-Wan Kenobi, on Star Wars: The Clone Wars. A fun fact for you, a little Easter egg, one of the troopers played by Ben, who edited and such at the film as well, got into a suit and was a trooper because we were minus one trooper on day of shooting. We realized, oh my gosh, one of the troopers couldn't make it. So someone ran back out to my house, 4 or 5 hours away and picked up my Stormtrooper costume, which I had made by Disney for an event I did called Star Wars Weekends, where I was the host. Ben is the actual proper height for a Stormtrooper. I am not, I'm 5'4", but the costume fit him. And so he's wearing my Stormtrooper costume. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Stormtrooper costume. Wait a second, my mind is blown. So that's a little fun fact for you.
Troy, no, I need you to scan this one. No, you're incorrect. Scan it again. Hi, my name is Tommy Snyder, and I'm playing Owen Lars, who is uncle to young Luke Skywalker.
Hey, my name is Maxine Phoenix, and I'm playing Baru, otherwise known as Aunt Baru. It's really special to me because when I was about Audie's age, who's playing our young Luke, I watched New Hope for the first time, and I distinctly remember Aunt Baru.
Tommy Snyder, Maxine Phoenix playing Owen and Baru. I don't know if you could have got better people. They're perfect. They're perfect.
Tommy Snyder is Owen. The guy walks on the set. That was when I first met him, when he walked on set. I'm like, yep, there he is. There's Owen. Maxine as Baru. I mean, this is a girl that practiced saying, "Luke, Luke," even when she was a little girl.
Okay, let's try again here.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's take it to one.
Owen?
What is it?
Troop transport. Stormtroopers.
I'm Cody. I was the visual effects supervisor for Kenobi and also one of the lead visual effects artists. So I was responsible for overseeing visual effects both during production, on set, the days that we were filming, and also through post-production as well. So some of my favorite shots that we got to do for the film were definitely the shots of the TIE fighters streaking past Kenobi. Those were a lot of fun because on set what we did to shoot that scene was we originally filmed it with Jamie pretending like TIE fighters were going past. And then we took a 360-degree camera that I held up and it took pictures at different exposures. And it basically stitched these all together into one image, kind of like a 360-degree video on YouTube. And with this image, it perfectly recreates all the reflections, so that way the TIE fighter actually looks like it's flying through that environment.
And action!
What'd you just shoot? We just shot Kenobi running up the hill here, Inspire 2, against a beautiful backdrop. Looks pretty good. Happy with it. Right? Thanks. Scene 7 Saturn, take 2.
Action!
Lars, Owen and Peru. Greetings on behalf of the Empire.
I'm Rich Ferguson. I'm playing Imperial Officer Evans. And Imperial Officer Evans is second in command to Captain Legis, who, I don't know if I want to tell you what happens, but if he dies, I'm in charge.
Hello there. People want to know who Legis is. Legis is the commander in charge here. And he's had a bad day. He's going to have an even worse day, but once he meets a certain Jedi. Hello there. Hello there. Well, there had to be a hello there. See, there wasn't a hello there in the script originally, and I said to Jamie, you got to have a hello there because the fans love hello there. You know, got Alec Guinness. Hello there. Come here, my little friend, you know, and then you've got Ewan McGregor, of course, you know, with Grievous in the film. Hello there. And so I've had my hello there's, and so Jamie has to have his hello there. And so, you know, I said, you got to work a hello there in. And then I, as Legis, will say hello there back to you. But the fans that really know that, you know, I play Obi-Wan in the cartoons, I have a hello there back to you. You know, let's see if people get it.
Hi, Obi-Wan. My name is Adi Rich, and I had fun playing Little Luke Skywalker in Kenobi. I had so much fun learning to use the Force, and I had so much fun learning to watch you that the Stormtroopers.
What's your favorite scene?
I would say this is probably my favorite.
Good for you. Why is this one your favorite scene?
So are you on the bike now?
I think it looks the most like Tatooine. I think the actions have been really interesting and cool, and the set pieces have been working really well with the actors. So.
What set pieces in particular do you like?
I think the moisture evaporator is fantastic.
There was these wonderful moments where they were doing like these, you know, shots, these crane shots of just a day in the life on Tatooine, and you get to see them working and being Owen and Beru with little Luke, Audie playing the part of Luke, young Luke Skywalker, just a fantastic job. It was really surreal for all of us to watch behind the scenes.
Tell me how you operate the droid.
The R3-T2 droid back there. I run with this fancy remote control. It's a bit old school, but still works awesome.
Do you build these things?
Yes, the land speeder I built mostly, and then the R3-T2 I built the body, and the dome belongs to my buddy Devin.
The guys who brought the droids and who brought the land speeder, I mean, these guys are just hardcore Star Wars fans. They love that universe so much, and the opportunity for them to come out and play with us and just donate so much, it really meant a lot to all of us involved, and it made the film. Like it took it through the roof.
I think one of the greatest things for me was hanging out with the cast and crew when we weren't shooting, or when, you know, my scenes weren't being shot. That one goes. We spent a lot of time, you know, in the little tents and stuff. And Alexander Stevens, who shot so much of the behind the scenes stuff, and is just a genius with cameras and stuff. He's got all the tech. Alexander's got all the tech. And so he was always capturing little moments. And that's the stuff I can't wait to really see, is just all those little moments of like, hanging out behind scenes, what we're doing in between takes.
You can hear Luke in the distance. There's a trouble, and then...
Alex is like the nice stormtrooper that found him. We couldn't take care of him.
I think at one point I was dancing with Obi-Wan, and so, it's like Legis and Obi-Wan getting their jam on, We just had a good time. We really did. I know that that's what everybody would say, but it's true on this set, because this could have actually, look, this was a fan-made Star Wars film shot over the course of a few days in the desert. This could have been like a nightmare, but it wasn't, because of all of the amazing people we had behind it. The producers, the director, the DP, the crew, just everything, props, everybody was fantastic at their jobs. And they all were professional, they all knew what they were doing, and they all enjoyed what they were doing. So that made it a lot easier for us as actors to just get into our characters and become these people.
I gotta tell you, one of the coolest moments was meeting James Arnold Taylor, who is the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi in all the Star Wars cartoons and video games. Like, what an honor that was, and what a privilege that he said yes to our project.
So excited to be part of this thing. We have a whole professional crew. We've filmed so many different locations, and today we're introducing Luke.
Yep, Luke Skywalker.
It's gonna be awesome, guys. This is a big production.
Rich Ferguson as our second officer, he was amazing too. Do little magic tricks on set and freaking out the stormtroopers.
Rich was a joker. He's a master magician and illusionist, and not just a producer and an actor in the film. So behind the scenes, Rich was doing, card tricks and magic tricks and illusions and mind tricks and cracking jokes and doing all sorts of fun things.
Oh, no. No.
It's just the last piece. It's like programmed. So I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Jamie's, and everyone involved in this thing was it was an epic experience. You're going to hear this from the other people as well, I'm sure. It's the same story over and over. It was blood, sweat, and tears, and it was a core group of us who came together, and every single person sucked it up. We worked hard, long hours, in the wind, in the desert. It was incredible. It was such a fun experience.
How much do you love Star Wars?
Oh, so much. One of my favorite group of films, I guess I should say. I grew up with Star Wars and just so thrilled to be out here with so many dedicated fans, making something, that true fans are really going to enjoy.
Jenny, can I ask you what you're doing?
I am, the blaster, or rather the pistol for our Imperial Officer. Weren't able to get a holster in time because the fires made everything delayed. So I'm freehanding one.
Today we're shooting a big fight scene. So we've got 3 days of fight scene. This is gonna be a big Technocrane day and Steadicam and lots of stunts going on. It's gonna be a fun day. We got some really cool toys, droids, and speeder bikes.
We are of no concern to you.
Catching all these wonderful little moments that people don't get to see normally, all the behind the scenes stuff. While Obi-Wan's using the Force, you don't know that, like Tony, our stunt coordinator, is underneath the speeder, rocking it back and forth while someone else has got a blower and they're blowing dirt into Jamie's face as the troopers are grabbing him. 2, 1, action! He's a trooper, man. He just did it one take. Dirt in the face, go. And then he's blind and he's just fighting the stormtroopers and stuff, and it's just a great job.
When it came time to shoot the lightsaber stuff with Jamie, there was no sun. So we jumped in the car and booked it out to this open plain where the sun was like an inch over the horizon. We're like, holy cow. So we get out there And we're like, no rehearsal, go.
Dedication and the stunt crew just, making it happen last second there, where we're all just, there was this wonderful moment while they're getting the last light, and Jacques, our DP, is just there with the camera crew and everybody and the monitors and this whole group of people, and they're chasing Jamie around, going in circles around him while he's doing the lightsaber battle, and the troopers are all falling around him, and it's like one take while we're losing light, and the whole crew is just moving as one unit.
I got to put a huge shout out to Rachel, our focus puller, who had a remote focus pull. She was our first camera assistant, and pulling focus remote, trying to run and pull focus behind the Steadicam operator, and is watching all of this and pulling focus as they make the circle. The boom guy is running as fast as he can. Everyone's on the ground. I think we were able to get them out of every shot in the final edit, but there was a couple of cars, and every now and then you could see a little barrier. We had no idea if it was going to work. No idea at all, but that's all we could do.
Are you all right?
Hi, I'm Andrew Gerlicher, and I wrote the music for Kenobi. For this film, we recorded a large chunk of the music with the Budapest Scoring Orchestra, which is always one of my favorite things to do as a composer, is to just finally hand off the music to players, to instrumentalists, and hearing how they interpret the music. And they just brought it when we finally heard the mixes come together, and it was just magic. From the on-screen human performances of the characters to the human musical performances of the instruments, and it's just that blend that keeps me coming back to film music. Star Wars has been a huge part of my life. It's the reason I'm a composer today. John Williams, it really has changed so many people's lives with his work, especially through Star Wars. And for me to be able to contribute to this universe in a little bit on the periphery, but to be able to add to the world in my own little way is really cool, and it was an honor. And I hope it's not my last Star Wars film.
In the end, the film was it was one of the hardest projects I've worked on. And, I had just gotten done shooting the feature. This was harder than doing the feature because all the costumes and all the moving parts and high expectations of Star Wars and all those elements. But it was so rewarding. It was so much fun to work on and to play in the world of Star Wars. My gosh.
They shot in places where Star Wars was shot as well, and that's why it was so authentic. It feels authentic. It's the real deal. When you get there, you're on Tatooine, and you're experiencing it with all of them. Well, just my thanks to everybody involved in this film. They just did a fantastic job. They made it so much fun for me as an actor that normally spends his time in little padded rooms talking to himself. You all just made it great for me. So I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to Jamie and to just the whole crew, Jason and Jacques and Danny and Rich and all our producers and Tommy and Maxine and Alexander and the whole crew there that just did such a great job with everything. Cal, everybody just did. There's so many wonderful people doing just great work on this film. And so the Force is strong with you all indeed, yes. And it will be with you, always.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Hi, this is John Booker. I'm proud to have supported the Kenobi fan film. And may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Hello there. My name is Joshua Williams, and I'm proud to have supported this Kenobi fan film. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. May the Force be with you all.
Hi, my name is Christopher Sabo from San Diego, California, and I am so proud to have supported this Kenobi fan film. And may the Force be with you. Always.
Behind the scenes, we get to see the man, the legend, who has built some of this stuff. Watch this. What's out here? Droids.
It's just so fun. Coming out here right now in the morning as we chatted on the bus coming here. There's a lot of fun, good, solid folks on the production. That's something I like about these kinds of things. A lot of good people on there. It's just fun to work with those kind of people, especially on something like this, a fan short.